So start, huh? Okay. कहीं तो रेस्पॉन्ड करिवनी कहीं अच्छा अच्छा एटा कौन
चैट बॉक्स रे पढ़
सेमने मैसेज करिवो
मैसेज
मैसेज करिवो अच्छा ये तो मैं देखिबे Good evening, all of you. So now we'll start this session for this OSCB interview. Okay. So I think all of you have appeared actually now this mock interview. Many of you, almost all people might have appeared for this mock interview. Maybe it is almost for all actually second or third interview is over. So by now you may be knowing actually sufficient questions. You might have got sufficient questions. What are the possible questions to be asked in the real interview? So accordingly you might have, supposing you know the answer, is all right. If you do not know the answer, then you must be preparing for that. जानी थो प्रिपेयर करूथिबो समस्ते जो माने आंसर तो जानी तो ठीक अछि जो माने आंसर न जानी तो यू कैन सर्च द गूगल और यू कैन आस्क योर फ्रेंड्स or teachers, you can ask. So now this is a point actually, now we have the high time, we have thought that one class to be taken to just to clarify the doubts. This is actually around a 2 hours class. So we will be actually talking about the basic structure of the cooperative banks, how it started, what are the functions of cooperative banks, what is the structure of cooperative banks, so who is the pioneer of cooperative movement, so like that, and what are the functions, what they do, and what will be your job role when you are posted to the cooperative bank. Okay, so we will first start the cooperative movement. So who is the pioneer of cooperative movement in India? Pioneer of who has first started this cooperative movement in India? Who is that? Mr. Sir Frederick Nicholson. Sir Frederick Nicholson was the pioneer. That means he has started this cooperative movement in India. If these questions may be asked, who is the pioneer of cooperative movement in India? Pioneer means what? First person to start this cooperative movement in India. Who is that person? The person is Sir Frederick Nicholson. He is the person who has started this cooperative movement in India. Okay, that is I am repeating again. Sir Frederick Nicholson. Okay. So now we'll come to the point now actually, structure of cooperative banks. Cooperative banks, two types. Cooperative banks are two types. What is the two types? One is urban cooperative bank, another is rural cooperative bank. Urban cooperative bank and rural cooperative bank. Rural cooperative bank. How many urban cooperative banks are there? How many urban cooperative banks in Pan India, throughout in the country, how many urban cooperative banks are there? So 54. It is 54. 54 urban cooperative banks are functioning in India. Okay. names actually some banks actually, urban cooperative banks. Suppose if the question will be there, name some urban cooperative banks. Can actually name something, somebody, some banks. Classic example is PMC Bank, Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. Punjab Maharashtra PMC Cooperative, Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. It is that is crisis was there. Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank in 2019. There is a serious problem in PMC Bank, Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. Okay, what was the reason for that? What was the basic reason? What was the problem? Problem was concealment of NPA. Huge NPA was there, huge lot of NPA was there. Bank was intentionally, it was hidden, they have hidden that, they were not revealing to RBI, anybody. So only it was known in during the RBI's inspection, audit it was revealed. It was found that they have concealed the fact, they have hidden the fact of this huge NPA. One big account was there, 2,500 crores NPA was there. From that it has started. 2,500 crores. One company actually, one NBFC, they have financed. It was lot of irregularity was there. Account was otherwise as per the Iraq norms, income recognition and asset classification. As per that norms, that account should have been classified under NPA. But the bank, this cooperative bank, intentionally has hidden the fact. They have not revealed. So RBI has thought that actually that they have put some stringent action, they have strictures they have put. So a lot of problems were there. So actually there was a customers, bank customers, there was a problem. Sir Frederick Nicholson, okay. So most of the loan was given to the organization. Okay. Namaste Singh, good evening, sir. Ganesh Sahu, good evening, sir. History of each. So, sir, okay. So PMC Bank, so we are talking actually just one example. PMC Bank actually it is a urban cooperative bank. So there is a problem. That problem actually the questions may be there. What was the problem? Why actually? Problem was not the NPA, high NPA. It was not the problem. Some questions I was yesterday or day yesterday were asking. Some people they told it is a high NPA. It is not that a high NPA may be there, no problem. NPAs are there, but the question is actually why it is that the PMC Bank crisis was there. NPAs are there in many banks. Even also actually there are huge NPAs are there. But actually they have revealed, they have not concealed the fact. Here the bank has a concealed, keeping the RBI in dark. So that was the problem. That is why PMC Bank crisis was there. So actually there are stringent actions, the strictures were fixed on bank. People were not allowed to draw cash. First actually it was the maximum 1,000, then 25,000 maximum. You cannot draw the actually. So customers, bank customers are put to lot of inconvenience. So then after that actually another thing will come. You know DICGC, Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Why actually this is DICGC guidelines was changed after this PMC Bank. Talks were going on. Government was trying to increase that cover. Deposit insurance means when the depositors, they deposit that money with the bank. If the bank goes to liquidation, if there is a problem for the bank collapses. So in that case, bank's depositors' money should be insured. So here actually earlier what was there? It was insured, but only it was up to cap was 1 lakh. So then supposing somebody is having 1 crore deposit with the bank, PMC bank, but he will be only getting 1 lakh rupees. Any bank. So that is what it is. The deposit amount is covered under insurance. It is under insurance. It is covered. So that means most of the how many people? Many people will not have a 1 crore or 2 crores deposits. Mostly, actually, majority of the persons actually number of persons will be having within 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs. So maximum actually, usually actually 95% or 95 more than 95% people will be having balance in the bank within 5 lakhs. So that was thing was thought of, but after this PMC bank crisis, now this limit was raised from 1 lakh to 5 lakhs. So now what is going to happen? Anybody depositor's money is protected. It is deposit money is insured maximum 5 lakhs. Okay. So PMC bank, it is why I am telling you actually it is a urban cooperative bank. So that is why it is deposit. We have talked about DICGC. DICGC means Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation of RBI. So RBI has constituted this. So whenever so bank, that means depositors' money is insured to the extent of 5 lakhs. Beyond that, if somebody is having more than 5 lakhs, he will get only maximum 5 lakhs. Okay. So another thing actually, then how many actually we are told urban cooperative banks are maximum, how many 51 numbers of urban cooperative banks are there. 54 urban cooperative banks are there. Now, how many state cooperative banks? So every state, almost all states, they are having state cooperative bank. Apex body, the apex in every state, the apex organization of cooperative bank in the state is apex organization, the topmost, the top ladder. It is the state cooperative bank. State cooperative bank is the apex bank. Under the state cooperative banks, then district cooperative bank or central cooperative bank. Some people they are telling, they may be thinking that center is in top, state is below that. It is not like that. State cooperative banks is at the apex level, and central cooperative bank at the district level. Then at the village level, primary level, it is called Primary Agriculture Credit Society, PASC, Primary Agriculture Credit Society. Yes. Sangeeta Mahapatra is asking difference between RRBs and cooperatives. Okay. Not now it is 5 lakhs. Yes. Yes, somebody was rating, actually it is 1 lakh. 1 lakh was earlier, it was 1 lakh. Now it is revised to modified. Now it is increased, the insurance coverage increased to 5 lakhs. Okay, I think understood. Everybody has understood that. Now it is 5 lakhs. Okay. What is the difference between customer and consumer? Yes. Okay. I will cover that actually. There systematically I am going. I will whatever you people are asking actually. I will definitely try to cover. Okay. So now urban actually when cooperative structures we are talking about cooperative structure of a cooperative bank. So on the apex level, cooperative banks, 2 types: urban cooperative bank, rural cooperative bank. Rural cooperative bank at the apex level it is a state cooperative bank. District level under the apex state cooperative bank, then district cooperative bank or central cooperative bank, and bottom level or the village level it is called Primary Agriculture Credit Society. And actually this apex level it is called state cooperative bank. District level it is called central cooperative bank. But in a village level it is not called a bank. It is called Primary Agriculture Society. It is not called a bank. Okay. So how many state cooperative banks are there? Pan India. pan India, in India, how many cooperative banks? That means Apex Cooperative Bank. How many? 31. 31 cooperative banks are there. State cooperative banks are there. Okay. Then so many non-scheduled cooperative banks are there. Non-scheduled cooperative banks are also there. So that is number is 1528. 1528. Okay. Now coming to your point. What is the difference between a customer and a consumer? Very good. Customer and a consumer. These questions I was asking to some 2 or 3 people I have asked. Customer and a consumer. Bank, those who are dealing with the bank, they are called bank customers, not consumer. Why actually? Because I was asking why they are called bank customers, not consumer. Consumer is what? The technical definition is ultimate user. The ultimate user of the product is called consumer. Ultimate user. Ultimate user means supposing actually from a refrigerator actually shop, we purchase a refrigerator. So this they are called consumers. They are called consumers. So actually that person who is purchasing, if he is using that product, he himself or herself is using that product, it is called consumer. But supposing actually somebody will purchase that, but ultimately it will be used by some other person. So what actually, the who has purchased that, he will be called as a customer, but who will use that product, he will be called as a consumer. I think I have clarified what is the difference between customer and consumer. Consumer means who will be ultimate user of the product. You have to think in that line. Ultimate user of the product is called a consumer. And actually who is dealing with that organization or wholesale bank, they are called customers. Why bank? Those who are dealing with the bank, they are called bank customers, not consumer. See, bank, they are dealing with the bank. They may not be ultimately using that product. Deposits, he is having deposit. Loans he may be taking. He may not be using that. Actually, it will be utilized by some other person. Oh, but he is dealing with the bank. He is dealing with the bank, but the ultimate user may be some other thing, some other person. So that is why it is called bank customers, not bank consumer. Okay. 1520 non-scheduled cooperative banks. Avinash, if I am also using a debit card, if I am a consumer, Avinash, if I am also using the debit card, if I am a consumer. Yes. Supposing the technical definition is ultimately if somebody is, there is a thin definition between a customer and consumer. Consumer means actually that means supposing he himself is, he has taken a debit card from the bank, but he himself is using that. You mean to say that like that? He has taken the credit card from the bank and he himself is, other than him nobody is using. Credit card actually he is using, so he is called consumer. Yes, he is called consumer of the bank. But normally, actually that banks is a broader sense. So supposing actually one education loan, somebody is taking education loan. Who is taking? The father of the student is taking education loan. Who will be using that? His son or what? Son or daughter? He is the ultimate user. So he is the consumer and his father is the customer. But in this case, what actually you are telling that he himself has taken the card. In this case he is a customer. But when he is using the product, same person is using, he is a consumer. So there is a thin line of difference between customer and consumer in a broader sense. So that is why it is called bank customer. Because most of the things, most of the dealings, they are actually because the ultimate user is not the same person. Most of the things, the ultimate user is not the same person. So deposits, supposing fixed deposit is there, he is having fixed deposit, yes, but who is using, his family members may be using that, he is utilizing, say family members actually, he is huge money, his entire actually he is not personal money, he is from the entire family deposit he has kept. Who is signing the document on his name? So that is why it is called bank's customer, not bank consumer. Consumer means actually the technical definition means इतना ये जिनिस जानी दियो, the ultimately user is called consumer and otherwise it is a customer. Okay. It is right to say every consumer. Is it right to say every consumer is a customer, but every customer is not a consumer? Every I think actually whatever I have explained, it is all should be, it should be clarified. Is it right to say every consumer is a customer, but every consumer? No, it cannot be. Every consumer cannot be a customer. Every consumer cannot be a customer. Every consumer means that one supposing fridge, I have given one example. Fridge, somebody has used, somebody has purchased, he will be using that. So that is why actually it is called consumer. Customer means actually this much difference is there. Customer means he may not use that product directly. But actually somebody has told that actually one credit card or debit card, somebody has taken and he himself is using, other than him nobody is using. So he is a consumer, yes, he is a consumer and he is also a customer. He is also a customer in the sense actually he has taken from the bank but he is utilizing it, he is a consumer. Okay, there is a thin line of difference. So this much actually you have to know this, that if you are ultimately using that product, it is a consumer, otherwise it is a customer. Okay. Then another thing actually, what is the difference between okay, land development bank will fall under which category? Okay, land development bank will fall under which category? Okay, good. The land development bank is a development bank. There are so types of banks. We are talking about different types of banks are there. Types of bank means commercial banks, public sector bank, then development banks. Development banks are actually that a land development bank. Land development, it is a development bank. It is a development bank. This is meant for only given land development means actually development of land. For laying the irrigation pipeline, drainage, irrigation channels, soil reclamation. Soil reclamation means what? Supposing some soil is not fit for cultivation, so you have to convert that land. Fencing kariba. This is land related to development. So these land development banks are there. So they are giving loans for land development. So they are called development banks. Land development will fall under which category? That means they will fall under development banks category. Okay. Then what are the functions of coming to? What are the functions of function or what will be the job role of a assistant manager in cooperative bank? These questions may be asked to you. What will be your job role? Supposing you are selected in the bank, and after getting appointment, what is actually you are supposed to perform? Cooperative banks, normal functioning of the role of assistant manager or officer in cooperative banks. Normally actually same thing in banks also, in commercial banks, RRBs, cooperative banks, the same role is same. That means what is the role? That means somebody will be, depositors will be depositing money. So you have to some under you, clerical staff will be there. So you have to supervise them. We have to actually passing the checks, check passing. Supposing somebody will be coming to withdraw amount. So you have to pass that check. And you have to verify the signature. Signature you have to verify, pass the check. Helping the manager in processing because who is the authority to sanction the loan? Not that some people are saying, I will sanction. It is not like that. Sanction is vested with the manager, branch in charge. You are not the branch in charge. You have to tell, assisting the manager in sanctioning the loan. So what you are doing? You are doing processing part. Sanction is vested with the manager, with the branch manager in charge of the branch. So officer's role is, assistant manager's role is help processing. Processing, you have to do the processing work. Major role, what is that major role? What that this cooperative banks, what they are doing? What they are doing? Majority, most of the cases, what they are doing? They are involved in sanction of mostly agricultural loans. Then artisans, they are providing finance to artisans. Mudra loans, that is MSME loans. Agriculture, so what they are concentrating? They are mostly, majority loans are actually agricultural loans and mostly short-term loans. KCC. They are doing KCC, Kisan Credit Card. They are giving loan to Kisan Credit Card. And even they are giving also loan to actually horticulture, orchard farming, annual crops, but mostly they are giving short-term crop. And unlike other banks, they give also some portion of their loans in the kind form, not exactly 100% in cash. Because other banks they give in cash, credit card. So here these cooperative banks, they give in kind. Kind means seeds they supply, fertilizer they supply, and some portion of cash they supply give. They give some cash. They kind person means they give seeds, fertilizer also they provide. Okay. Now, what are the other things actually that actually will come to that actually how the KCC they are KCC. So we'll actually we'll finish up this KCC part because majority maximum loans they are actually they are giving under KCC or short term agricultural loan. KCC is for maximum period is 5 years. 5 years actually now the validity period of once the KCC is granted 5 years up to 5 years it will be valid for 5 years and subject to satisfactory annual review. That means supposing only interest portion you have to pay. Only interest portion you have, supposing actually somebody has taken 2 lakhs KCC. If you have repaid the entire 2 lakhs, if you are having harvesting, after harvesting somebody has the entire 2 lakhs or 1.5 lakhs somebody has repaid. So again another rest is another 1.5 lakhs, 50,000 supposing or 1 lakh somebody has repaid. So rest is another 1 lakh he can take. He has repaid entire 2 lakhs. So entire 2 lakhs next season he can take. So like that. Supposing somebody has not repaid any amount, he has only interest portion he has repaid. 2 lakhs he has taken, only interest portion he has taken. He has to repay the entire interest portion and it will be renewed. The KCC will be renewed for another next year. So once the credit card is given, KCC is given, it will be valid for 5 years subject to annual review, satisfactory annual review. Okay. As a check bouncing news, okay. Sir, what is the difference between commercial bank and a public sector bank? अरे बैटरी अश्विनी हेलो सुनो अश्विनी So KCC, so KCC what it comprises of? KCC what 5 years it can be given. What is it? What are the components of KCC? KCC means what? Cultivation expenses. Number one, actually, the questions were there. How many seasons are cropping seasons are there? How many crop seasons are there? There are 3 crop seasons. What is the one is the Kharif season, one is Rabi season, second one is Rabi season, and the third one is summer season or Zaid season. Z-A-I-D, Zaid season. So Zaid season is otherwise called summer season. What are the crops grown in Kharif season? What are the crops grown in Rabi season? And what are the crops grown in Zaid season? Okay. So you may be knowing the questions was being asked. That is why I was telling. Kharif season means what? Paddy. Paddy is a major crop grown in Kharif season. Paddy, jute. So like that, jute, paddy, like that it is grown. Rabi season, what? Vegetables, different winter, that is called winter vegetables. Winter vegetables, cabbage, cauliflower, nol khal, then brinjal of course throughout the year. Okra means lady's finger throughout the, nowadays throughout the year it can be grown. Similarly, paddy also now actually Rabi season also it can be grown, summer season it can be grown. I am not going actually much technicality because previously traditional paddy was grown, traditional paddy. So nowadays actually now with this introduction of high yielding varieties, even Rabi season, summer season also paddy can be grown. But predominantly paddy is grown in Kharif season, and Rabi season mostly potato, like that, potato, tomato, cabbage, cauliflower, vegetables, winter vegetables, Sita Dinya Fasal, winter vegetables can be grown. Summer vegetables what? Then summer Zaid season, which are the crops? That the crop can be grown. Cucurbits means pumpkin boitalu, pumpkin and pointed gourd, potolo, kankada, spine gourd, kankada, potolo, then what is there? Pumpkin, kokharu. These are the gourds type, lau. These are the summer vegetables. It can be grown. Okay. So while giving KCC, the requirement of 3 seasons is taken into account. Requirement of 3 seasons is taken into account. Okay. Summer, Kharif, Rabi, summer. 3 seasons requirement is taken. Cultivation expenses, how much includes what? Purchase of seeds, then plowing expenses, then purchase of fertilizer, purchase of insecticides, harvesting expenses, then what? Harvesting expenses, intercultural operation, any related whatever labor charges, whatever that, this also included cultivation expenses. Okay. Then beyond that, the farmer is what? Actually farmers may be actually this is allied activities. Allied activity means actually anything allied to cultivation. That means rearing of cattle. What a farmer कौन थाई परिबे? Some दी तीनटा गाय थिबो, महिषी थिबो, जा थिबो, और goat थिबो, goat, sheep. Some actually normal typical farmer कौन तार थिबो? He will be having actually some cultivation. They will be doing. So he will be rearing some cattle, goat, dogs, or poultry. These are actually feed requirement. So that is also covered in the KCC. And sometimes there will be farmers means implements, not purchase of being implements. This is repairing of implements, tractors. For purchase of tractor is not covered under KCC. But tractors or maintenance, implements, so plow, harrows, these are the maintenance charge. So that is also covered under KCC. That expenses also taken into account while assessing the requirement under KCC. Okay. Then another thing is one consumption expenses. Consumption Sir, as cooperatives are primarily not meant for profit purpose, from which source they are getting the capital funds? Okay, very good. Yes. Somebody is telling cucumber. That means cucumber means what vegetable? What is it? Is a cucumber actually basically it is a summer vegetable. But nowadays actually with the introduction of these high yielding varieties, this is different hybrid varieties, this and improved agricultural practices, now cucumber is being grown throughout the year. Cucumber actually typically it is a summer vegetable. But nowadays throughout the year you will be getting cucumber, pumpkin, that kakaru you are getting throughout the year. But now this is a summer vegetable. Okay. Sometimes we are getting also potala, kankada also miluchi, but throughout this is what setup summer vegetable. Okay. Okay, I will come to that point. Okay, KCC, let me complete the KCC. So KCC means actually what in brief. Now KCC covers the cultivation expenses of the entire seasons. Then some food feed expenses for the cattle, then some repairing of the implements, and partly this is consumption expenses. Consumption means what? In a typical one farmer, he will be having requirement of what actually? He will be some rituals may be there, some funerals, some rituals may be there, small functions may be there. For that actually something actually he may have to spend something. He is having a daughter, small farmers. Daughter actually while actually daughter supposing has come to married daughter, she has come to your house, and she while actually sending her to the in-laws house, some of the farmer has to spend somebody, maybe 200, 300 rupees something, 400 rupees, 500 rupees spend. This is called consumption expenses. So consumption is capping is 15%. Total KCC maximum 15% should be consumption expense. That means to avoid that consumption expense, it is non-remunerative, it will not generate any income. So that is why it is cap is maximum is 15%. So KCC now it is actually major portion they are giving KCC. Okay. Then another thing actually what are other things they are giving? They are giving mudra loans, MSME they are giving. MSME actually what is the mudra? MSME micro, small and medium enterprises. Then mudra loans, coming to mudra. So mudra loan is very popular in now rural cooperative bank. Mudra loans, micro unit development agency. So they are hoping these mudra loans are now covering what? Except this cultivation aspect, all other loans are covered under mudra. Mudra means it is a industry, service, business, including the purchase of cattle, also coming under mudra. Only cultivation aspect is excluded, it is not covered under mudra scheme. Mudra scheme, what is the mudra scheme? What is there up to 10 lakhs? One Sishu, Kishore, Tarun. Okay, mudra scheme 3 categories are there. First is the category is Sishu, up to 50,000 loan. Then is the up to beyond 50,000 up to 5 lakhs. It is Kishore. Then beyond 5 lakhs up to 10 lakhs, it is Tarun. Sishu, Kishore, Tarun. Okay. So up to 10 lakhs in mudra loans, there is no collateral security. Banks will not insist for, as per government guidelines, no banks, no cooperative bank or any bank, they cannot insist for any collateral security. Now here actually some cross question will be there. What is collateral security? What is prime security? Collateral security, prime security means what? Prime security means for which loan is given. जोथिपाई लोन दिया जाए ताकू कहा जाए प्राइम सिक्योरिटी फॉर व्हिच लोन इज गिवन. ओके, दैट मीन्स एक्चुअली सपोजिंग मुद्रा लोन्स लेट अस से एक्चुअली one small business, he has taken loan, small business he has taken loan 5 lakhs. What will happen? So here actually the business से गोटे business करी दुकान कर purchasing dukan, one grocery shop he has made by taking one mudra loan. So what is the, he will be acquiring some stocks, he will be purchasing, he will be selling. So what that stocks, जो जिनस से रखुची बदन, see that is taken as a security for this, that is called prime security, that is taken. So it is wrong to say that no security is taken for the mudra loan, it is wrong. No collateral security. Collateral security means what? Collateral security, prime security it only eta. This is called prime security. For which loan is given, that security is called prime security. Apart from that, any mortgage, any other security is taken apart from the prime security, that is called collateral security. So here, bank, government has told no collateral security to be taken. Collateral. So that is no security. People are telling no security. It is wrong. No collateral security. Yes, 50,000 Sisu, up to 5 lakh Kishore, then up to beyond 5 lakhs, up to 10 lakhs Tarun. What is the difference between an agreement and a contract? Okay, who has asked this? Okay, this is not that much important question. Okay, agreement and contract. I think it is of no, you should not waste this time, or because some other important things are there. KCC is used for a short-term loan for cultivation issued to farmer for consumption requirement for maintenance of instruments like pump set etc. Yes, KCC is used. KCC is for a short-term loan, cultivation issued to farmers for consumption requirement, cultivation expenses, then maintenance of implements, then feed for the cattle, okay, maintenance of pump set etc. Yes, then agreement and contract. Okay, it is a contract. As per contract act, agreement is made. Okay, that we will not, because cooperative banks will concentrate on some other thing actually. Is there any prime security in mudra? Yes, the same thing I have explained. What is the difference between an agreement and contract? You forget that actually. Don't waste. Will not waste our time. It is of my Oscb participate or not in capital market and a money market instrument. No. Oscb actually, Meenakshi has told Oscb whether they participate in capital market and a money market instrument. No, they do not participate in only commercial banks. Only commercial bank participate in money market and capital market. Ownership. Actually now ownership of AC. Who is owning this state cooperative bank? Yes, state government, respective state government, they own this, cooperative banks. Another question was there. Is there any PS? Priority sector lending in cooperative bank. Yes, priority sector target also there. There is also target for priority sector in cooperative banks. It is 75%. Now, in commercial banks, public sector bank, the priority sector should be 40%. 40% of ANBC, adjusted net bank credit. Adjusted, I am not going, actually it is a very difficult subject for you to understand. If in the physically, if I will discuss with you, I can make you understand, but it will take little time and a very little cumbersome process for you. It may not be actually that much easy to understand. So but ANBC, you just it is commercial banks, public sector bank has to give minimum 40% of their ANBC, adjusted net bank credit, to priority sector. And RRBs, they have to give 75% of as priority sector. Likewise, cooperative banks also 75%. Normally, cooperative banks also give more than that. Priority sector, because most of their loans are priority sectors. Most of the loans are there are cooperative banks. Most of the loans are priority sectors. Another question was there: what is the difference between a cooperative bank and a RRBs? RRB, cooperative banks See, what is the basic objective of, yes, somebody was asking what is the basic objective of cooperative banks and other banks. Basic objective of banks, commercial banks, public sector bank, including RRB, the basic objective is profit. Profit is the basic objective. Main motto of the bank, public sector bank, is the profit making. So you may doing so many social service, but the basic objective is the profit. But in cooperative banks, the basic objective is service oriented. Service oriented. Profit is not the ultimate objective. Profit is not ultimate objective for cooperative bank. Ultimate objective is service. Service to the banking customer, bank customers is members. They are called members. Here in cooperative society, you have to become a member. The customers, they have to become a member. So the members, their benefit of their members, it is being seen. So their profit is not seen here. Here profit is a service. So no loss, no profit, you can say. No loss, no profit. Loss actually it will be government will be bearing that expenses. Profit if that profit is there, it will be shared between the members, among the members. Supposing Oscb, state cooperative bank, what they will do? In the process there may be some profit also, there may be some loss also. Loss who will bear this loss? Loss will be borne by the state government. Profit will be shared. Profit of state government no. Profit will be shared will be among the members. Member the member जो मैंने खाता थे वो दारा जो मैंने से मैंने profit तंग sharing है वो है ना. Profits will be shared. So it is basically it is not profit oriented. It is only service oriented. Yes, service oriented. Total refinance is available. What says total? Somebody is refinance. Total advance refinance it is available. Total advance refinance is available. Okay, refinance I will drop. RBI is RBI the controller or not? Yes. Now the question is who is the controller? Who is the controller of cooperative bank? Who is the regulator? Who is the regulator of cooperative bank? Who is the controller of cooperative bank? Actually, RBI is the controller of cooperative bank. RBI is the controller, regulator of all banks, including cooperative banks. Okay. So what is the role of NABARD then actually? But actually most of the functions of RBI is controlled by NABARD. So NABARD is called supervisor. NABARD is called supervisor of a cooperative bank, and RBI is called controller or regulator of cooperative bank. How actually why it is supervisor? That means it does the audit. Cooperative bank audit is being done by NABARD. And actually what they refinance, they provide refinance. Whatever actually cooperative banks gives whatever lending they are give to the customers or their members. So on that actually they get refinance facility from NABARD. NABARD provides refinance. Okay, refinance means what is the benefit of refinance? Refinance refinance it is normal borrowing. Supposing actually where actually for lending, the banks where they get funds, they can get funds from by depot in the form of deposit. Okay, somebody has told where they get funds, from where the cooperative bank get funds. Some question was there. Yes, I remember that. Some cooperative banks for lending they are lending, and from where they are getting that funds. So they are getting that funds from NABARD in the form of refinance. I think it's clear. They are getting the funds from NABARD in the form of refinance. Whatever they are lending, so they are reporting to NABARD. Over that some percentage are there. So NABARD is the refinance. What is the benefit of refinance? refinance benefit कौन benefit होची refinance benefit होची refinance normally it is at a cheaper rate refinance facility is if the cooperative banks similar amount if they will borrow or they will borrow from an RBI or they will actually in the form of deposits also they will deposits means actually some of them maybe fixed deposit. What will be the normal rate? It will be around 7%, maybe 7.5%, like that. Average it is 7%. So refinance they are getting at a lesser rate from NABARD. So it is cheap. It is a cheaper. Otherwise actually the money bank loan will be costlier. How to पैसा आने बेताले चाहिए. यदि एट्टी दी तंगरो cost of fund, तंगरो दी cost of fund will be costlier. ताले actually से कौन lending ऊपर प्रभाव पड़ेगा. So lending also will be more. They will be lending at a higher rate. So it actually so refinance they are getting from NABARD at a cheaper rate. That is why actually they prefer. So it is clarified, is RBI a controller or not controller of other? Yes, RBI is the controller or regulator of OSCB, cooperative banks. Cooperative banks, controller is the RBI only. Regulator, controller. All banks, including cooperative bank, it is the regulator. NABARD is a development bank, yes, for providing and regulating credit and other promotion facility for the promotion and development of agriculture and small scale industry. Yes, correct. Is the cooperative bank provide housing loan or not? Yes, cooperative banks are state cooperative banks 100% owned by respective state government. Yes, 100% are owned by state governments. NABARD is the development bank for providing and regulating credit. NABARD is a development bank for providing regulatory. No, it provides refinance. It does not give credit directly. Okay, NABARD does not give the credit to the members or customers directly. It does not give. It gives through the bank. It is mean cooperative bank they give loans, but NABARD then they will claim refinance from NABARD. So now indirectly they give, they are not giving directly loans to the public. Okay. Then some other questions were there. Who own DCCB, District Cooperative Bank? Who owns this? Okay, state government. Who owns DCCB, District Cooperative Bank, is under State Cooperative Bank. State Cooperative Bank is owned by state government. State government owns that. Cooperative bank is under him. Under the state cooperative bank, there are several district cooperative banks. I think actually there are 30 districts are there in Odisha. So all districts are not having actually because some recent earlier it was 13 districts were there. Now it is 30. So all 30 districts are not having district cooperative bank. Maybe 27 I think. 27 district cooperative banks are there. So their owner is who? Owner is what? Their owner is state cooperative bank. State cooperative bank's owner is state government. So ultimately state government. Who own DCCB हो गया? Currently RBI is cancelling license for many urban cooperative banks. What is the scenario for DCCB, District Cooperative Bank? Currently RBI is cancelling license of many urban cooperative banks. Yes, the recent guideline PMC Bank have told. PMC Bank have told. What about the position of? What is the scenario for district cooperative bank? District, there is no such district cooperative bank is controlled by state cooperative bank. So they will, the RBI will catch this state cooperative bank. They are not going to so ultimately who is the other? They are under state cooperative bank. So they will be catching the state cooperative bank. Define start off. Okay, start off. startup. It is a this green field project. Some startup, Stand Up India, startup Mudra loans actually. Okay, we will come to Mudra loan. Then you will be able to understand what is startup. Startup means actually some new venture somebody has to start. New venture. Somebody actually gives a green field, scrap. You have to start from the scrap. Startup person actually there is a target also. It is not for the cooperative banks. It is not for the startup. Is not for the cooperative banks. Cooperative banks are they have to mostly confined toward this credit industry, agriculture, farmers, and like that. And mudra loans, small artisans, village industries like that. So startup is not actually they are not cooperative banks are not going to give startup loans. See, Oscb have to maintain CLR, SLR. Yes, state government, state cooperative banks also to maintain SLR and CRR, not CLR. It is CRR, cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. Yes, they have to maintain. All banks, including cooperative banks, they have to maintain CRR and SLR. Seventeen districts in Odisha. Of course, actually, I am not sure. 17 or 27, I think. But anyway, I am not sure this actually how many district cooperative banks are there. I am not sure. But state cooperative banks are 31. District cooperative banks, how many are there in Odisha particularly? Is who is telling? Kobindra. Kobindra is telling 17. Maybe you have to check it. You can search the Google and find out. I am not sure. That is why I am not telling. Difference between urban cooperative bank and rural cooperative bank, district cooperative bank. Okay. Urban cooperative banks, they are confined to the urban area. They will not be actually. You cannot find this urban cooperative bank in rural area. This cooperative district cooperative banks, primary credit society. So district cooperative banks may be headquarter, may be at district headquarter, but actually their main functions are a primary credit society. So they are getting their work. Bank will be at district headquarter. Means they will be doing actually all this for transaction purpose. District cooperative banks means a draft, checks, so deposit or something they may be doing actually. This is primary credit society. So they will be doing their operation. So they will be reporting to district cooperative bank. The district cooperative bank will be just like a bank. In the initially what I have told, state cooperative bank is called a bank, district cooperative bank is called a bank. But this is village level, it is not called a bank, it is a primary agricultural credit society. So they are actually different, they are giving kind portion, they are giving fertilizer, they are supplying, seeds they are supplying. So they are actually, but their cash they will disperse. But they say ultimate actually, it will be a district cooperative bank is just like a bank. But here it is not just like a bank, only limited transactions are there. Sangeeta sir, after receiving the refinance, do the cooperative banks have to pay some interest to NABARD? Yes, they have to pay interest. Refinance, they have to pay interest. Yes, the interest they have to pay. Sanjay Kumar Mahapatra, why government is trying to merge DCCB with the state cooperative banks? No such movement is there. Why government is trying to merge DCCB with the state cooperative? It cannot be. DCCB cannot be merged with the state cooperative bank. State cooperative bank is only apex organization. It is one under state cooperative bank. There will be several district level. It will be district cooperative bank. They are called central cooperative bank. There is no point in there is no question of merging the district cooperative bank with the state cooperative bank. 323 branches maybe. Yes sir, checked from the Oscb website. 17 DCCB under it. Then it is okay. So actually Kavindra is telling 17 DCCB under Oscb. Yes. So that means it is 17. Okay, that is why I told 30 districts are there. All the districts are not having district cooperative bank or central cooperative bank. So what it is now clarified, it is now 17. 17 district cooperative banks are there. Okay, yes, Kavindra has clarified. Is cooperative bank provide gold loan or not? No, gold loan they don't provide. Cooperative banks do not provide gold loan. Any other thing? Is state cooperative bank going under the banking regulation? Yes, Banking Regulation Act. It is covered under Banking Regulation Act. Yes, all banks, including cooperative banks, are covered under Banking Regulation Act. Pragati Priyadarshini Naik, sir, interest rate for saving account and interest rate for saving account in Oscb. Is the saving account interest rate is more than PC? Yes, interest rate in cooperative bank is normally higher than the public sector bank. Yes, public sector bank actually interest rate, supposing savings interest rate, savings interest rate, it varies from 3.5 to 6%. 3.5, most of the commercial banks, public sector banks, they are offering 3.5% interest on savings bank. But some private banks, they are giving little higher interest. Maximum is 6%. As on date, maximum interest is given by whom? Yes Bank, 6%. Now it is 6%. Okay. State cooperative bank under Banking Regulation Act, yes. Interest rate for saving interest rate for saving account above. Oscb saving actually rate it is compared to others, other public sector bank, it is higher, little higher. But actually it depends. It is not uniform. It is different in different cooperative banks. Because state cooperative, but here Odisha it is same. Odisha's entire district cooperative bank, it is same. State but normally it is little more, maybe 1% more than the 1%, 1.5% more than the public sector banks. Alright, it is normally little more, means 1% or 1.5% more than the public sector banks. Even also fixed deposit also they pay little higher rate of interest. Who can be a member of the cooperatives? Yes, farmers, all farmers can be a member. All farmers, village level, villagers, all farmers, they have to pay something to become a member. They have to pay some amount to become first actually to cooperative. We have to become a society. It is a society. That is why I have told it is not a bank. It is called a primary credit agriculture credit society. So these two. First you have to become a member. Member means you have to pay some amount to the bank so that you can become a member. Who can be a member of the cooperative society? Cooperative bank, cooperative means only farmers, the villagers, they will become a member. Why there is more political influence in a cooperative bank? Yes. Why there is more political? Because this is unlike other banks actually. Here, this is cooperative banks, district cooperative banks. One political person is the chairman of the district cooperative. Every actually that banks actually some leader will be there actually, because mostly from ruling party, mostly even say actually some influential or a ruling party, because actually it is another thing actually, something actually we are forgetting. Cooperative minister. Who is the cooperative minister at the center? Mr. Amit Shah. Home minister. He is also minister of cooperation. At the state level, who is the minister? Minister is Atanu Sabyasachi Naik. He is the minister. Then actually, because the ruling party, this is also they give actually some vehicle to that person. For the ruling party, somebody actually, it is influential. So naturally actually they will be, they want that actually their people should be getting priority in getting loans. So that is why there is a more political influence in cooperative bank. It is a structure is like that. The structure is like that. The state government, it is owned by state government. So state government will nominate certain persons. Every district cooperative bank will have a chairman, local chairman of cooperative banks. So cooperative banks actually he or she, that is why that a political influence is there.
cooperative
Cooperative banks, structure. So what is the structure? What is the functions of cooperative bank? City.
Good evening.
ନାଇଁ ସିଟି ଆଉ ହଉନି ପରା, ସିଟି ହଉନି, ସେ ଯେଉଁ ସେମାନେ ଦେଉଛନ୍ତି
ସେଠି ଦେଉଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ ଏଥିରେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ?
ନା ଏଥିରେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ମୁଁ କହିଲା ପରେ ସେ ଯେଉଁ ଜିନିଷଟା ଡାଉଟ୍ ସବୁ ହେଉଛି,
ଆପଣ ଭଏସଟା ଶୁଣୁଛନ୍ତି ତ?
ସେ ଶୁଣୁଛନ୍ତି, ସବୁ ଦେଉଛନ୍ତି ଏପଟେ ସବୁ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ସାର୍, ଓକେ ସାର୍,
ଓକେ। ସୋ ଫିଲ୍ ଫ୍ରି ଟୁ ଆସ୍କ ଏନି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ସ, ଯାହା ଯାହା ଡାଉଟ୍ସ ଅଛି ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କିଂ ନେଇକି ସାର୍ ବହୁତ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ। ଓକେ, ଯାହା ଯାହା କ୍ୱେରିଜ୍ ଅଛି ଫିଲ୍ ଫ୍ରି ଆରାମସେ ପଚାରିକି ବୁଝନ୍ତୁ। ଆମେ ଏମିତି ସେସନ୍ ଆହୁରି ରଖିବା କାଲି ବି। ଓକେ, ତ ଏନି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଫିଲ୍ ଫ୍ରି ଆଣ୍ଡ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ପଚାର ହେଲା।
Awarness, minister of actually cooperative minister kiye in Odisha state government, who is the cooperative minister Atanu Sabyasachi Naik, and center, that is Mr. Amit Shah, is the minister of cooperation. Why RBI is clarified now? Why RBI is cancelling many cooperative banks in India? Why RBI is cancelling many cooperative? I think actually I have explained. The mostly urban cooperative banks, some problem is there. Wherever some problem, they foresee some problem, or they see that some problem is there. What is the major thing is that they are concealing the facts. They are not revealing it proper. That is why actually the problem, RBI is cancelling the license like that. Sir, how to recover NPA in state cooperative bank? Monetary policy. How to recover NPA in state cooperative bank? This is a very long subject. Okay, so we'll go why cooperative banks are failed in India. Please discuss. Okay, why cooperative banks are failed in India? Okay, that is also there mainly. See, why cooperative banks are failed? It is not failed, but they are not that much successful. Why actually it is not successful? They are mostly influenced by political interference. Political people are there, so they are influencing. So actually that is wrong. They are selecting some wrong people. They are giving loans to the wrong, means actually they are giving loans to ineligible customers. Those who are not eligible. Eligible means what actually? They are defaulters to some other bank, but they are trying to push these people. They are forcibly they are giving the loans. So what will happen? So they cannot repay. They will not repay. Intentionally they will not repay. And another thing also, generally actually agricultural loans everywhere actually that is a tendency. Tendencies there actually there may be a loan waiver. And actually due to natural calamity also some problem, because most of the agricultural loans it is giving. Agricultural loans, some flood has come, cyclone has come, some insect attack is there. So actually people have not taken insurance, crop insurance, they have not taken, or actually sometimes actually some area is designated for that insurance. This block, this tahsil, this crop is insured. Other than that, supposing the farmer is cultivating, so it will not be covered under that insurance. So either some people are not doing insurance also, crop insurance they are not doing. So that is why actually that is due to natural calamities, crop is damaged. So farmer is not getting income, so that is why he is not able to repay, and some intentionally, even also they are having capacity to repay, but they are not paying. Okay, intentionally, that is called intentional defaulters. They are having capacity to pay, but actually seeing one person, yaku dekhi taku dekhi, se to doni mu kain debi. He the other person is not paying, bank to kisi tarah kari parni, mu kain debi. So like that, and in village area it will be very much prevalent. Village area it will be very much. समाज समझ देखुचंदी. Town area रे कि काउ चिनी कौन से कला, other man what he does, nobody knows. But here village area समझ जानचंदी, से तो दोनी मोकाई देबी. So like that, that is why recovery percentage is less, and actually the cooperative banks actually almost it is failure. Yes sir, please add more such classes. देखिए, we'll see actually, because you have to talk to Padi sir. Padi sir mu pacharibe, se jodi कहले बहुत class तो नवार किसी असुविधा नहीं, but they have to permit. You can talk to Padi sir, or that Vanik you can talk. Monetary policy, okay, monetary policy विषय पर थार्ता करिवा. Each cooperative bank have to maintain CRR. Cooperative banks have to maintain CRR SLR. तो कहले तो yes. NPA recovery method same for cooperative bank and commercial bank. Yes, NPA recovery method is same. Did farmers get any subsidy? Okay, subsidy. Farmers get any subsidy? Okay, subsidy in KCC. What is the effective rate? It is not subsidy, it is called subvention. It is called subvention, interest subvention. Now KCC, major loans are given for KCC. KCC, what is the rate charged by the bank? It is 7%. 7% it is charged. So what is there? 2% central government gives interest subvention. It is not subsidy, it is called interest subvention. So actually, central government gives 2%. 2% actually that, so it again rate comes down to 5%. It is claimed. Interest from the bank has to claim. So then actually they will interest will be charged at the rate of 7%. Interest bank charge karibo. तापरे वर्तना actually they will give subvention 2%. They will give subvention central government. Then state government कौन करती थी? Another 2% they are giving for a prompt repairs. Prompt repairs. माने जी तार ठीक टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन अनुसार पेमेंट कर दबो. कौन टर्म मु कहली सेटा केमिति टर्म 5 वर्ष पे नबो. सब्जेक्ट टू एनुअल रिव्यू. से दी प्रति वर्ष दी इंटरेस्ट दे दउतबो. ताले एक्चुअली से रिन्यू हे जिवो. रिन्यू हे गला परे दैट मींस इन दैट केस दैट मींस एज पर टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन से फुलफिल हे गला. हेले कोन हबो तने 2% दी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट विल गिव. So that means central government will give 2% in the form of interest subvention, and here that actually this interest and the state government also give some concession, they will give 2%. So effective rate will be 3%. 7% bank will charge, 2% central government will give, 2% will be given by state government. So 4% chalega, how 3% only customer has to pay, farmer has to pay. Cooperative banks have to maintain its yes. These are cooperative act. What is the money laundering act? Acha, money laundering. Acha, what is the money laundering? Okay. Laundering, laundry. You know laundry? Laundry काम काम से सफा कर दो सब. कला माने एक्चुअली मैला जो थिबो ताकू व्हाइट कर दो. सो इट इज एक्चुअली मोस्टली इट इज कॉल्ड एक्चुअली कन्वर्टिंग द ब्लैक मनी टू व्हाइट मनी, और एक्चुअली कन्वर्टिंग द इलीगल मनी टू लीगल मनी. इरा होची मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग. money laundering money actually सब illegal money actually somebody has acquired से ताकू actually ताकू चेष्टा करिवो he will be trying to make it legal so money laundering so it is actually another is actually then act is passed PMLA Prevention of Money Laundering Act prevention PMLA it is that means we have to that is the anti money laundering technique anti money laundering PMLA anti money that means actually money laundering is there some actually unscrupulous people or actually that actually so they will try to convert their illegal money to legal money through bank रहे legal है जो तेणु ताकू तेणु चेक करिया पाई what actually government is trying to do so there are passed some act prevention of money laundering act कौन हम सेठी what is that so here that actually सेठी कौन सब विभिन्न प्रकार जिनस अछि मेन जिनस अछि KYC know your customer सब एक्चुअली दैट एक्चुअली प्रकृत बर्तन एक्चुअली द रियल पर्सन एक्चुअली सब फिक्टिशियस ना खोल कर विभिन्न प्रकार से कौन करते भाई से मनी म्यूल्स आर देयर सो मेनी थिंग्स अदर दे एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनसाइड दैट इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड मनी म्यूल्स so they take some commission to convert this black money to white money so like that I am not going for that but एति जिनस जाना जे ए जो converting the black money or illegal black money तो exactly what नुहे illegal money to legal money is money laundering anti money laundering कौन to check that तार उल्टा anti money laundering तो government is trying for anti money laundering technique कौन होजी सेटा होजी KYC नो योर कस्टमर को बर्तन ठीक ठाक कस्टमर को प्रॉपर कस्टमर सेटा कौन जो लुचेक सब करेंगे ना देखिए कस्टमर प्रॉपर आइडेंटिटी कार्ड दबनी so आम जो बर्तन कहचे व्हाट आर द थिंग्स रिक्वायर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स रिक्वायर्ड टू ओपन ए बैंक अकाउंट वैलिड इट इज कॉल्ड OVD ऑफिशियली वैलिड डॉक्यूमेंट्स इट इज कॉल्ड OVD is required actually what is OVD officially valid documents means you have to give proper PAN card verification PAN card false करके दे दोछन सब लोग आधार कार्ड false करके दे दोछन ताको करके दोछन that means person is somebody else आ गोटे लोक आसी खाता खोल दी पड़ो ताको धरला सब से लोक नाही से तो बतन से होची बतन ब्लैक मनी से बतन लोक धरा पड़िबनी तमे तो जीव जले एक पैसा किए जमा करतला से आमे कोने के रिस्क डिपॉजिट अकाउंट रे रिस्क अछि इवन डिपॉजिट कले मध्य people will think that person is depositing amar risk kon bank ro risk kichi nahi kintu actually there is a risk deposits accepted from whom from political persons from terrorist organization these are high risk accounts से सेठी माने से कोन करी इन दैट केस एक्चुअली से माने फिक्टिशियस नारे अकाउंट खोलथिबे विभिन्न अलगा नारे अकाउंट खोल देथिबे माने तांको दरकार पड़ले तांको धरला को चेष्टा कला सब दैट CBI एनक्वायरी एतो पुलिस एनक्वायरी हबो से एक्चुअली रियल पर्सन विल नॉट बी अवेलेबल के आ गुटा लोक नारे एक्चुअली सेमदिया के लोक नथिबे आइदर एक्चुअली सेमदिया नोबडी विल बी देयर और जदी ओवर गोटा साधारण लोक को ठिया कर देथिबे गोटा चासी मूर्ख लोक को आनी के ता नारे कर देथिबे जे रियल पर्सन विल बी समबडी एल्स धरा पड़िबनी जिनसटा इज माने जदी धरा पड़ीगला जदी बर्तन देखला तो से असल लोक धरा पड़िबनी आ गोटे लोक धरा पड़िबो किंबा एक्चुअली सब फॉल्स होता सब प्रकृत लोक कई ना सो दिट से होती रियल KYC से बर्तमान नवा कथा KYC नो योर कस्टमर अदर फंक्शंस ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक अदर देन डिपॉजिट एंड लेंडिंग लाइक इंश्योरेंस एंड एनी अदर एल्स इंश्योरेंस करंती से माने इंश्योरेंस दैट एक बैंक एश्योरेंस क्रॉस सेलिंग एक्चुअली क्रॉस सेलिंग तो ठीक अच्छी गिविंग मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स टू द सेम कस्टमर क्रॉस सेलिंग बट इंश्योरेंस दे डू नॉट डू कोऑपरेटिव बैंक दे डू नॉट डू इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस is RRB keeping any profit or not? Is RRB or cooperative bank? RRB is keeping any profit or not? can we say service of RRB is equal with the service of cooperative bank? No, service RRB. See, RRB and a cooperative bank difference. Somebody was asking what is the difference. RRB is just like any other bank. RRB, what is when the RRB was what is the purpose of establishing RRB? RRB is just like commercial bank. They are, but only they are located in rural areas, predominantly rural areas. RRB actually, why RRB was established? See, then actually they say when bank nationalization, bank, the only banks were concentrated in urban areas. When in 1969 and after that 1980, major banks were nationalized. Nationalized means what the purpose is what? Because these banks, they were under the hands of only few people, industrial people. They were not opening any branch in rural semi-urban areas, and actually rural credit needs were affected. गाँ लोग एग्रीकल्चर पे लोन मिलू ना छोटे छोटे स्मॉल लोन रिक्वायरमेंट हो पाई लोन दिया ना so that is why banks were nationalized, and actually banks were actually the government has instructed to open the branches in rural semi-urban areas. So commercial banks से तो पहले rural करिया, but then after some time again it was failed. चिंता कले जी बता ना एक इवन nationality के सबू बैंक करी पारले नहीं, इतने बैंक rural area रे सबू बैंक हम खोली पारले नहीं, तो actually there was a need was felt that we exclusive for the requirement of rural people one separate bank to be established. They are called RRBs, regional rural banks. Regional banks they are just like banks, normal banks. Same काम करेंगे, किंतु actually their main functions will be to provide rural credit. Rural credit. To actually say agriculture, rural credit they will provide. They will not actually they will not mostly concern on industrial credit. ये सब जिनसे business loans, infrastructure loans they will not give. They will not actually put a dam theory हो. Few 1,000 crores is required. Roads theory हो, airport theory हो. So they will not give hospitals. They will not give RRB. There are small loans they will give, but they are like bank, normal bank above. Kintu they will be giving priority. They will be agriculture. Small loans they will give. Small loans they will give, but the same normal bank is same the bank. Kintu they are concentrating on rural areas and giving loans to rural people and a rural sector, agriculture, MSME, ये सब छोटा लोन देवे, but they are banks. The cooperative banks are completely different. तांकर members सब, they are not bank, they are kind of members को loan दिया आपको, तांकु so they are not profit oriented. RRB is also profit oriented. RRB actually it is just like the other banks, commercial banks. They are also profit. Their ultimate aim is for profit. Cooperative bank ultimate objective is not profit. Okay. There is already RRB. Then what is the need of Oscb? Very good. Already RRBs are there. What is the need of actually cooperative banks? Cooperative banks were established much before the RRB. देखिए RRB केबेट हुआ नहीं बताना. दे 1906 रू बताना cooperative society चलती. Cooperative banks, cooperative society. This is a very old concept. Cooperative bank केबेट चलती. RRB जिनसे आसिला कौन? This is just like it is a conversion of from the it is normal banking. Normal bank actually only purpose is what? Purpose is actually to give thrust on rural lending. ହେଲା बतन तुम क्वेश्चन होची कोन जदी आरआरबी अछि ताले कोऑपरेटिव बैंक रे कोन दरकार कोऑपरेटिव बैंक आगुर तो अछि सेही काम से माने करतले माने सेही बतन इवन आरआरबी बतन हे कि सबुटी कोन हे परछि आरआरबी बद्य आरआरबी सबुटी भी खोली परनी कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी विल गेट एवरीवेयर यू विल गेट they are actually to local needs they are doing they are already established they are already having this is an additional requirement se mane kari paru nathile cooperative society they were not able to cater to the requirements of entire needs of the farmers kari paru nathile sabu tenu gote rrb hela batana even now still also it is not sufficient auri batana bank government kochi auri bank kolo ये जो बैंक आम कहते ब्रिक एंड मोटर बैंकिंग माने नॉर्मल चारि कांथरे जो बैंक रोची बैंक रे गोटा अच्छी से लोक रोचंदी एबे बीसी बिजनेस करस्पोंडेंट बैंकिंग करस्पोंडेंट बिजनेस फैसिलिटेटर सब ना मेसीन दिया सब जाकि गाँ गाँव बुलिक सब कर स्टिल अल्सो फाइनेंशियल इनक्लूजन ये तो आसना स्टिल अल्सो बहुत लोग कभरेज हो पारना एत खोलिक कोऑपरेटिव बैंक खोलिक आरआरबी खोलिक स्टिल अल्सो मेनी पीपल आर अनकवर्ड ताको से जब बिजनेस करस्पोंडेंट बर्तमान सब जाकि गाँ गाँव बुलिक कर सबुठी भी हो पारनी तेणु स्टिल अल्सो अनकवर्ड रोचे तो कौन तो क्वेश्चन इज नाउ आई एम क्लियर इवेन जदि आरआरबी खोली जाऊँ आरआरबी कौन सबुठी खोलुची आरआरबी सबुठी खोली पारनी कोऑपरेटिव बैंक भी सबुठी खोलनी बहुत रही जाऊँगी बर्तमान सब जिन ये रिव्यू हो सब जिन आउ कौन कर देखा चिंता कराऊँगी अदर फंक्शंस ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स अदर देन डिपॉजिट लेंडिंग लाइक इंश्योरेंस तो नहीं करनी दैट इज ऑलरेडी आरआरबी कीपिंग एनी प्रॉफिट और नॉट अच्छा आरआरबी can you say service of RRB is equal with the service of the cooperative no service of RRB is equal with the normal bank public sector bank service of that I told na it is this they are also profit oriented but RRB cooperative bank is not profit oriented cooperative bank participate or not in open market operations open market operations yes open market operation they can participate open market RBI ro open market operation सब बैंक है open में they can participate all banks including cooperative banks can farmers claim for crop damages cooperative banks can farmers claim for crop damages yes because if they are insured if they have insured their crops so they can be in all banks including cooperative banks so they can claim for crop damages insurance will give insurance coverage will be there government of India will give na insurance what is the sir schemes by government of Odisha linked to cooperative bank schemes of government of Odisha linked to cooperative bank no that is no such scheme specially for the scheme no scheme for this cooperative this is you meant to say Kaliya scheme mane for agriculture Kaliya scheme there Krishak assistance for livelihood and income augmentation it was previously it was 10,000 now I think it is some 4,000 or 6,000 actually state government is giving it is reduced now so they are actually only small and marginal farmers they are giving so small farmers actually now again question is that who is a small farmer who is a marginal farmer small farmer means what it is called khudra chashi marginal farmer is called a namamatra chashi people are telling actually small farmer when we ask whether a small farmer is big or marginal farmer is big no small farmer is bigger marginal farmer is just actually so up to 1 hectare land that means 1 hectare means 2.5 acre up to 2.5 acre or less than that it is called a marginal farmer more than 2.5 acre up to 5 acre it is called a small farmer difference between a subsidy and a subvention it is called subvention means subvention SUBVEN subvention हुए सेटा subvention VENTION subvention interest subvention subsidy and a subvention difference कौन या तो बताना okay subsidy means government gives actually this much actually loan is given so you have to give for practical purpose actually it is interest subsidy and subvention is same but technically there is a fine line of difference subvention means subsidy means 33% subsidy project cost of दिया जाए project subsidy is given on the project cost total amount बुझल तो कथा माने कौन हो सब्सिडी गिवेन सब्सिडी कौन सपोज गोटे कैटल किण गोटे गोटे कैटल किण व्हाट इज द अमाउंट लेट अस से 30,000. One third subsidy will be there. Small and marginal farmer subsidy may be one third subsidy. So 10,000 subsidy will be given. So subsidy will be on total project, but interest subvention will be on what? What is the interest charge to that? ଯେତିକି interest charge ହେବ ତାପରେ subvention ଦେବ. Now I am I think clear. Subsidy କାହା ଉପରେ ଦିଆଯାଏ? Subsidy ଦିଆଯାଏ project cost ଉପରେ subsidy ଦିଆଯାଏ. Total amount ଗୋଟେ ଯଦି କିଣିଲା ଯଦି somebody has purchased one cattle, ଗାଈ ଗୋଟେ କିଣିଲା, ଗାଈ ଉପରେ ଗାଈର ଦାମ ଉପରେ ସବସିଡି ମିଳିବ. କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଠି କ'ଣ ହେବ? ଏଠି କ'ଣ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଉପରେ ମିଳୁଛି. କେତେ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଚାର୍ଜ କରିବ? ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ 10,000 ଟଙ୍କା ନେଇଛି, ଏ ଗୋଟେ ଗାଈ କିଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ନେଲା, ଗୋଟେ ଗାଈ କି ଦୁଇଟା ଗାଈ କିଣିବାକୁ ନେଲା, ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୟାଟେଲ ଫାର୍ମ କରିବାକୁ ନେଲା, ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଫାର୍ମ ସେଡ୍ ତିଆରି କରିବ, ଏ 30,000 ଟଙ୍କା ଲୋନ୍ ନେବ. ତାର ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ କେତେ ହେବ? ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ମେ ନଟ୍ ବି 30,000. Interest will be how much? Annually interest will be 30,000. Maybe actually it will be 2,000 rupees. तार 2% बैंक सबसिडी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट सबवेंशन दउछि. हला नो क्लियर? दिस इज इंटरेस्ट सब्सिडी एंड सबवेंशन. दिलेश्वर नायक एग्रीकल्चर स्कीम्स ऑफ ओडिशा. कालिया योजना. How did actually that agricultural scheme, परंपरागत कृषि विकास योजना, परंपरागत कृषि विकास योजना, it is central government scheme. जे actually जो आगु कौन होता हमरो सब खत सारा दिया होता, खत जमीन सब दिया होता, खत माने मैन्यूअर्स, गोबर खत दिया होता सब, माने that means soil fertility was restored. Soil fertility आगु होता. एबे जो chemical fertilizer देला परे कौन होची कि then soil fertility is there is a problem. Soil fertility माटी खराब हे होची. तेणु ताकू कौन परंपरागत कृषि विकास योजना. से जो बता परंपरा आम आगुरी जो चलता जे खत जमीन खत दिया होता, गोबर खत दिया होता, गोबर खत होता, मल्चिंग होता, सब माट से पत्र सब विभिन्न प्रकार पत्र पकईकि पोति दौले से इट विल वर्क एज ए नेचुरल मैन्यूअर. से जो परंपरागत से कहते बर्तमान दिस इज सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्कीम. बट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट स्कीम एग्रीकल्चर गोटे कालिया योजना. Okay. Difference between SHG and a cooperative society. SHG, अच्छा सर, ये comparative banks deposit insured होती है. ये cooperative banks deposit insured. Yes, cooperative banks deposit are also insured under DICGC. Yes, all banks including cooperative banks. Cooperative banks deposit, then you mean to say cooperative bank deposit, whether it is insured with the DICGC. Yes, it is insured. Another thing was there, subsidy agriculture in Odisha. Difference between SHG and a cooperative society. SHG cooperative society. SHG कौन? SHG is a cooperative society, one type of bank type society. SHG movement वाला SHG कौन होची? ये group of homogeneous people will come together for their mutual benefit, for गोटे productive venture पे करिवे सब बात ना. से जो बर्तमान SHG कौन? सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप. सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप कौन काम? So 10 to 12, 20% will be there, either ladies or gents. Mostly now ladies, women SHG is being formed. कौन है women SHG से कौन करिवे? SHG what they will do, some group of 10 to 20, maximum is 20. Why actually Sam, I was asking why it is restricted to 20, why not more? Okay, 10 means less than 10 it will not be viable. छोट ग्रुप रे मिसिले बर्तमान 10टा मिनिमम लोक दरकार. 20 बर्तमान हेले कोन हम, इट इज जस्ट लाइक ए पार्टनरशिप एक्ट. पार्टनरशिप more than one means 2 or more people if they join together have a joint venture कुछ गोटा काम करेंगे ताल कौन हम, इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज ए पार्टनरशिप मिसिक काम करेंगे. सो पार्टनरशिप एज पर द पार्टनरशिप एक्ट, if any the number exceeds 20 then it should be treated as a registered, it should be registered. Unregistered farm, now this SHG is unregistered, it is not like a unregistered farm. When actually there be actually more than 20 are mandatorily it should be a registered farm, registered society. Registered society हेले कौन registration करिया पड़िबो. So it is a cumbersome process. Problem है बताना सेटा ये सब जिनिस to avoid करिया को हेले, to avoid that it is the cap restricted to 20. Okay, 20 ରୁ ଅଧିକା हुए नहीं. If it gives 75% of priority sector lending, then does it give education loan, renewable energy loan, housing loan under cooperative bank? Okay, 7 PSL does not give education loan. Semane renewable energy loan, housing loans under. Okay. We mean to say that actually if 75% whether it include, because that the priority sector into 8 sector अच्छी 8 sector रू एमान को किसी restriction अच्छी की बात ना only agriculture पे MSME देबे की बात ना whether they can give education loan, they can give also education loan, they can give also renewable energy, but normally they do not give because their structure do not permit actually, because renewable source is higher amount loan तांको एत्ते बताना तांको से माने यही इतरे concentrate करंती बताना से they give to the farmers. What they will give farmers also, farmer पिला दी education अगर they can give यदि if they are satisfied they can give, but so many other banks are there because the rate of interest तांको भी अधिक आवा जो suppose education loan, then actually renewable source of loan, but the state cooperative bank is apex अच्छी से तो society दिया बनी गांव तो दिया बनी, they will be giving actually at the district level or district level तंगा दे पारिबे, इसे चाहिले दे पारिबे, but actually nobody will take from them. Why? Because education loan commercial bank रे जेती rate of interest एठी तारा अधिका पड़िबे. SHG self-help group. Self-help group who is the, I was asking, who is the pioneer of SHG movement? Professor Muhammad Yunus from Bangladesh. He was a professor of economics in Bangladesh. He has got Nobel Prize. So he has started this movement, SHG movement in Bangladesh. So he is a pioneer of SHG movement. LOU, LOC. Arey Baba. Who was asked actually LOU, LOC? Arey Baba. I think it is not, but anyway, you are asking means I will tell LOU, LOC. Sangeeta Mahapatra. You are asking, okay, LOU, LOC. Many questions are there actually. Lot of questions, very good. Lot of questions are being asked. Very good. I am very much happy to answer this. But LOU, LOC, ये जो एकदम नीरव मोदी fraud हला बताना जानी चाहिए नीरव मोदी fraud जोटा हला. See that is pertaining to LOC, LOU. LOC, LOU को मैं बुझी परिवार दी बच्चे आपको let me okay little explain किन्तु but it is somebody has asked I think probably in the interview, that is why you are asking. Okay, LOC stands for LOU, letter of undertaking. LOU means letter of undertaking, LOC means letter of comfort. Okay, LOU. For that, to understand this, you have to some basic knowledge you should have. Then only you can understand it. That is, okay, let me try it. I will try to make you understand. Okay, LOU, LC goda jinnis achi. LC, letter of credit. Bank guarantee achi, letter of credit achi. LOC mane kon? LOC and LOU, letter of undertaking. Okay, LOU means letter of undertaking. Letter of undertaking means what? Supposing actually it is one type of guarantee. Supposing what actually, you are taking something actually from foreign, actually you are from abroad, you are importing something. Import korcho batana. That seller does not know this person. Indian counterpart se janini सी कौन करियो बर्तमान सी बर्तमान सी कौन करियो देन सो दे विल बी टेकिंग द हेल्प ऑफ LOU मीन्स यार LOC लेटर ऑफ कंफर्ट जदि बैंक टू बैंक है बर्तमान आउ अलग बैंक है लेटर ऑफ कंफर्ट तक दब LOU टा बुझी नियो तापर मु कहबी LOC कौन LOU होची लेटर ऑफ अंडरटेकिंग माने सपोजिंग एक्चुअली समबडी इंपोर्ट हैज टेकन प्लेस ताको इंपोर्ट हला को ताको आफ्टर 6 मंथ्स को तो पेमेंट करिया पड़ियो धर पेमेंट बेल को बर्तमान कौन हम ताको we have to give another the bank has to give LOU letter of undertaking means undertaking bank undertake कला जे ओके तमे ताकू दियो बर्तमान जिनस जदि किसी असुविधा है बर्तमान विल मेक पेमेंट टू यू फॉरेन बैंक ए फॉरेन रे जो कस्टमर तार अच्छी जो जे सप्लाई कला ताकू जिनस से जिनस फॉरेन रो जिनस किनला किनिके ताकू पेमेंट करिया कथा ड्यू डेट रे 6 मास कि वर्ष कि जाओ तार टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन अनुसार पेमेंट करिया कथा पेमेंट कला बेले बैंक से कौन करियो बैंक ताकू दबो LOU दबो लेटर ऑफ अंडरटेकिंग दबो जे ओके ताकू बिगिनिंग रो एक्चुअली LOU देथिले कोन हो तमे जदि बतन हम ताकू दियो हमर से कस्टमर ताकू बतन दियो ताकू जदि तमे जिंस सप्लाई करो से जदि न दबो पैसा ताले बैंक विल पे यू सो कोन बतन तो सो बैंक इज एक्चुअली इट इज बिग कंसर्न सो सपोजिंग कैनरा बैंक स्टेट बैंक PNB ये सब बैंक ये सब ना अच्छे सब टॉप 500 बैंक सब अच्छी बता वर्ल्ड वाइड से पार लिस्ट अच्छी ये बैंक सब एक्चुअली दे आर फंक्शनिंग ये बैंक रो बर्तमान लेटर गला से अंडरटेकिंग देले ओके विल पे यू विल से जदि बर्तमान से फ्रॉड कौन होता सब जिन से जदि न दब ताहले बर्तमान एक्चुअली बैंक विल पे इट इज वन टाइप ऑफ गारंटी आउ LOC माने कौन LOC लेटर ऑफ कंफर्ट लेटर ऑफ कंफर्ट मीन्स एक्चुअली ये जो बैंक बर्तमान आउ गोटे बैंक से इनवल्व हम सी बैंक से ब्रांच ना कि से बैंक कहीं चिन्ह ना तेणु ये बैंक आउ गोटे बैंक ताकू दब बर्तमान से ताकू चिन्ह सी बर्तमान ऑन बेसिस ये कंफर्ट दब ठीक अच्छे तुम दियो LOU दियो मु तुमको कंफर्ट दूसरी मु तुमको गारंटी दूसरी ठीक अच्छे तुम दियो तो ऑन बेसिस ऑफ कंफर्ट लेटर फ्रॉम द अदर बैंक this bank will give LOU to the overseas buyer supplier okay अच्छा many please give some information regarding LOU अच्छा LOC होगा मीनाक्षी नंद minimum how many members required to open a primary agriculture credit society no such member minimum how many number acre required to open a primary agriculture credit society minimum से किसी दिया ही नहीं minimum किसी दिया नहीं minimum 2 जन हेले भी चलिबो 2 जन टू अधिक हेले चलिबो आ कोन किछ असुविधा नहीं minimum किछ नहीं न्यू चेक बाउंसिंग न्यूज अच्छा ओके न्यू चेक बाउंसिंग न्यूज चेक बाउंसिंग जिनस गोटा अच्छी चेक बाउंसिंग कौन है बाउंसिंग ऑफ चेक मीन ड्यू टू इनसफिशिएंट बालांस जदि है गोटे लोक चेक इश्यू कर खातार बालांस ना चेक इश्यू कर चेक इज रिटर्न अनपेड चेक जो प्रेजेंट हम चेक रिटर्न हो गला कौन हम बता मन इच्छा चेक दूसरे आगुरी सब लोक बालांस ना कि ना चेक दे चल सी तो गुड फेदर से तो चेक नहीं गला माल सप्लाई करदेला तो जो चेक जो बर्तमान प्रेजेंट कर बैंक देखला पैसा नहीं चेक बाउंस होगा सी तार पैसा तार जिनस दे सारा अलरेडी आ कौन हम तेणु प्रोब्लेम बर्तमान गवर्नमेंट तक गला बर्तमान देयर इज ए बाउंसिंग ऑफ चेक व्हाट दे हैव टोल्ड एक्चुअली नाउ अर्लियर व्हाट वर द प्रोविजन कौन है बर्तमान थिला बर्तमान जिनस कौन हम तार अप टू 2 टाइम्स पेमेंट तो कर लक्ष टकर चेक यदि बाउंस है 2 लाख टका पर्यंत कैन बी रिकवर्ड फ्रॉम हिम ओके अनदर थिंग एक्चुअली 2 years इम्प्रिजनमेंट कैन बी देयर 2 years अप टू 2 years इम्प्रिजनमेंट कोर्ट जहाँ डिसाइड कर 6 मास हो वर्ष हो 2 वर्ष हो अप टू 2 years इम्प्रिजनमेंट कैन बी देयर बाय दिस बाउंसिंग जे कर चेक जहाँ अकाउंट है अनदर थिंग एक्चुअली इट वाज आगुरी था इट विल अफेक्ट इज क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री जो सिविल कथा कहूँ सिविल ये सब क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री किए कौटी तार सब मिल कौटी लोन नहीं था केते कौन कर नॉर्मल कौन लोन नहीं लोन पेमेंट कला न कला से जना पड़ तेणु ये जो आता जिन ऑटोमेटिकली तार सिविल रे से अफेक्ट कर इट विल अफेक्ट इज क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री ये 3टा जिनस थिला आगु आज जो न्यूज बर्तमान तुम कौच व्हाट इज द न्यूज टुडे बाउंसिंग न्यूज आज न्यूज देती कौन अच्छी गवर्नमेंट इज ट्राइंग टू कनसीडरिंग आउ 3टा जिन कर चाहूँगी गवर्नमेंट इज है इम्प्लीमेंट किंतु गवर्नमेंट इज थिंकिंग सीरियसली टू चेक दिस फर्दर बाउंसिंग बहुत तथापि मत बाउंस हो चेक कौन कर बर्तमान बाउंसिंग चेक कले से गोटे आकाउंटर जदि अच्छी तार बालांस ना से लोकर आउ गोटे से ब्रांच रे आउ गोटे आकाउंट अच्छी से ब्रांच रे सी कहते 2टा आकाउंट खोल देती गोटे आकाउंट चेक देदेला से पैसा नहीं देदेला कि आउ गोटे से आकाउंटा प्रोब्लेम होगा से आकाउंट प्रोब्लेम सी कौन आउ गोटे आकाउंट खोलिक ट्रांजाक्शन कर से आकाउंट बर्तमान असुविधा अच्छी तेणु आउ गोटे तेणु बर्तमान गवर्नमेंट कौच ट्राइंग तार फंड जदि अन्य बैंक आकाउंट अच्छी से सेठू तुम्हें पैसा नहीं पार वी कैन रिकवर बैंक कैन रिकवर फ्रॉम द अदर अकाउंट ऑफ दिस कस्टमर है अन्य अकाउंट नंबर 1 आउ जदि अकाउंट अच्छी से आउ ही विल बी डिबैट टू ओपन फर्दर बैंक अकाउंट ताको आउ अकाउंट खोलिया परमिशन दिया जाए गोटे लोक से अकाउंट प्रोब्लेम है तेणु बैंक से लोक कौन कर आउ गोटे अकाउंट खोलिक ट्रांजाक्शन कर परमिशन दि जाए नंबर 2 और नंबर 3 हूँ इट विल बी ट्रिटेड आज एनपीए आमर एनपीए कौन हो जो बाउंसिंग जो चेक गोटे लोन नेले कौन होती लोन न दे पारा एनपीए हो लोन जदि तार इनस्टॉलमेंट न कि इंटरेस्ट 90 दिन क्रॉस करगला ताले एनपीए हो ये कौन हम एनपीए बता इट विल बी ट्रीटेड इट इज नॉट ए लोन बट इट विल बी ट्रीटेड लाइक एनपीए सो 3 थिंग्स आर एडेड नाउ टुडे द गवर्नमेंट इज थिंकिंग सीरियसली टू implement this very shortly it will be implemented one is तार जो अन्य खाता थी ताकू रिकवर हो से खाता he will be debat ताकू अन्य आउ गोटे खाता खोलिया परमिशन दि जावनी and it will be treated as a NPA okay is किसान विकास पत्रिका is related to cooperative bank किसान विकास पत्रिका हाँ रिलेटेड नो किसान विकास पत्र जो एनएससी होची नेशनल सेविंग सर्टिफिकेट से किसान विकास पत्र आउ तो नहीं सेटा किसान विकास ओ इंदिरा विकास पत्र नहीं किसान विकास पत्र अच्छी अच्छी ओके किसान विकास पत्र अच्छी जे पोस्ट ऑफिस रे सब अच्छी एटा पोस्ट ऑफिस रे होची कोऑपरेटिव बैंक रे होनी तो कोऑपरेटिव बैंक नहीं अच्छा प्रगति प्रियदर्शन ने अप टू हाउ मच अमाउंट द फार्मर्स कैन टेक फॉर द रिचुअल्स फ्रॉम केसीसी ओके केसीसी माने टोटल लोन 15% कैप मु कहिदली ना केसीसी रो जदि 2 लाख टका हला मैक्सिमम 15000 टका 15% कैप मैक्सिमम 15% में जिते अमाउंट हो तार 15% होजी कंजम्पशन लोन क्लियर मैक्सिमम 15% ऑफ द टोटल केसीसी अच्छा विजित पंडा Can cooperative bank issue negotiable instrument like a bill of exchange and be a guarantor to in yes hey परिवो bill of exchange कर परिवो from society कर परिवो ताको बैंक दे कर परिवो is OSC bank a multi state cooperative bank multi state I think you are talking about large multi purpose credit society is the OSCB is a multi-state cooperative bank. No, multi-state is actually it is situated. It is confined to only one state, not multi-state. Cooperative banks actually state-wise. Odisha State Cooperative Bank. It is called something like that actually in West Bengal State Cooperative Bank like that. So it is they are separate. This is separate. It is one no multi-state like other banks actually. Supposing a State Bank. State Bank here actually in throughout pan India it is there. They are confined to only one state. Okay. Clear? It is not multi-state. Steps to be taken for the development of a state cooperative bank. Steps to be taken for the development of a state cooperative bank. State cooperative bank structure से आला development कौन? Development actually it is a very cumbersome topic you are telling. It is the steps to be taken to overcome. This is the problem of a state cooperative bank. Problem कौन? Problem ये जो हम जी influence local political influence कौन होगा बताना कि आम कहले तो हेनी जिन पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस रोचे से जिन केमी से बर्तमान से एक्ट टू बी पास्ट स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव एक्ट चेंज हम ताले हम सो यू हैव टू चेंज दि कोऑपरेटिव एक्ट जन मैंने कहीं रही माने पॉलिटिकल पर्सन कहीं रही लाइक नॉर्मल बैंक्स जदि फंक्शनिंग हम ताले हम से जिनसा तो बर्तमान माने आम कहीपर ना सो स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक रो माने डेवलपमेंट पे आम सजेशन जदि कहवा सजेशन डेवलपमेंट ऑफ स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक कौन हो सिटी हूँ पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस टू बी रिड्यूस्ड अच्छा ओके okay now it is 9 o'clock okay so I think I have tried to clarify all your doubts. I think whatever doubts you have raised I almost I think 100% I have clarified. Anyway, so many other doubts may be there. There we will see actually if somebody is telling actually to take some more classes. So let me see actually because for that actually I am not because you have to talk to Vanik actually because we are from outside. They are hiring us actually. So if you can talk to them, if they will ask me, then I will take. So thank you, sir. This is a great success. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All the best. Yes, sir. Finally, very good section. Finally, से कोयला बर्तन सब पहले सब